Hey, it's Chan again, and I'm here to chansplain some stuff to you on Chansplaining. Actually, I thought I would start out with a comment, which is sort of the theme of this entire episode. Okay, so here's a comment, and it's from God Conscious. Is everyone that comes on the Watch Cut videos from California and are hard liberals? Jeez. Okay, it might be true that a lot of the people on the Watch Cut channel are hard liberals or whatever. But no, we're actually in Seattle. We're not in California at all. I can totally see why you would assume that we're in California, considering most of your major media conglomerations are all based in Los Angeles or New York, and that we kind of have a West Coast attitude, ethos, and accent up here. But no, we're actually in Seattle, Washington. People ask us all the time, like, what are you doing based in Seattle that's like small potatoes when you could be making it big in Hollywood or in New York? And to that, we are constantly trying to answer that question ourselves. But I'll tell you, first, we all know each other because we've all worked together before. We went to school together before. We're friends and family. We're kind of a community of people that have all found each other over the years. Some of us have kids and families. None of us really want to just pack up and move to LA just to compete in the same meat grinder. We live in a moment where traditional media's promises and protocols no longer appeal to everyday audiences. Like, we can just tune in and watch someone talking in their living room, and that's just as entertaining to us as an episode of Survivor, right? So we're in this moment, we can really capitalize on the placelessness of digital media in the sense that we can literally be in a closet filming like our first episode of 100 Years of Beauty, but it can still be picked up by, major media publications and the like. Being in Seattle has made our first initial success, which is Grandma Smoking Weed, entirely possible.
Do it like you mean it. She meant it.
And yeah, so the fact that we can just go buy weed at the store, along with our other groceries, bring it to the studio, smoke it with some grandmas or a priest or your grandpa or your dad or something, film it and call it a day is truly a blessing. So if you watch Cut, you know that the one thing that we're interested in is actually sincerity.
What was your favorite or least favorite thing I did to you in bed?
You're a bit of a too gentle finger banger.
Did you perform oral sex?
Yeah.
You did?
Don't act.
Oh.
We're interested in people talking together and sharing authentic parts of themselves.
I came up on my motorcycle and I had a lollipop and I said, "Hey, little girl, want to go for a ride?"
How did you respond to that?
Well, she got on the motorcycle.
That's literally what we film day after day here. I tell people all the time, this is like a really culturally specific and interesting place. Everybody is just too cold and depressed and wet and drunk and hungover off of whiskey to not talk about their feelings. We have our own kind of culture of politeness and reservation here. And it's just so funny to watch those people be awkward with each other on camera. I think about some of the characters that we've met along the way here at Cut. I'm thinking of Deranged Pit.
Man, going for the kiss, bro. Oh, that was smooth as fuck.
You think they're strangers?
Man, if they are, he's a cold motherfucker.
Thinking of Isla or Madison.
How many people have you slept with?
I gotta pull out my notes.
And these are all people from Seattle that, I can imagine knowing in high school, drinking in the park with. So because we're in Seattle doesn't mean that we're completely isolated and cut off from the world. In fact, some of the more memorable people on this channel, we've flown out from all over the country and the world. Maddox, our spirit animal.
I'm gonna cut it into pieces. I hate coffee.
He lives in Texas, but we still fly him out because he's such a hoot and a holler. Let's see, the porn stars. Oh yeah, we flew out Graham in the Grandpa Smoking Weed video.
I don't want to lift my head, I don't even want to lift my eyebrows.
We flew him up here, he got high and then he passed out. And that was his whole participation with us. You fall asleep? You okay?
I'm okay. I just feel really relaxed.
So we're not an island. Cut is in part of a network of many people in many places.
Can I come visit Cut's studio?
Oh, okay. Cut's address is not for you to know. Although I'm sure you'll fucking find it somehow, because 4chan did. No, we're in Seattle. I would tell you the cross streets, but I fear your harassment and intimidation. So if you want to visit, send us an email. Let's read some fucking comments. You know, like I read that comment in the beginning. Is everyone that comes on the Watch Cut videos from California and are hard liberals? And that's a common refrain I hear. Oh, you liberal elites in California or on the West Coast producing your liberally biased media. Yeah, we are from a super liberal place. That's true. And the people in our videos generally constitute people that are like people from Seattle. Are we biased? Yeah, we are, in the sense that anybody making any kind of content that makes any statement or makes any editorial commentary at all is already biased. You can't say anything without it having a perspective or a point of view. And the most boring and basic things you could make are things that pretend like they don't have a bias. Okay, Brian Munar writes, freaking millennials. Okay, first of all, our channel has hella older people on it all the time. I don't know why the fuck you think we're just millennials.
I think they mean the creators.
Oh, the creators? Yeah. I think the term millennial is a free-floating signifier in the sense that it refers to such a broad group of people that I don't see at all how it could be descriptive of all of them at once. So this is from Ali Al-Khalifa. I think this is about lineup. What is the point of this series? That you can profile people sometimes and sometimes you can't? No, I think, well, here's my take on lineup. It's not to authorize you to make judgments about people, and it's not to shame you if you do anyways. It's just to acknowledge that there's no way that we can live in a social world where we aren't automatically making subliminal or subconscious judgments about each other based on appearance. All we're doing is inviting people to vocalize it and confront how weird and awkward it is. And that's funny. J-Lo says, I'm afraid that Donald Trump is starting a nuclear war and we're floating in space on a dying rock. Are you afraid that that's possible, or are you afraid because that's the reality you live on? And you know, this rock isn't dying. We're just killing and purging the skin of it. But after all human and animal and plant life have died in the apocalypse, the Earth will probably return through like geological functions. All right, everybody, thanks for watching Chansplaining. It has been a pleasure, and I hope to see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment below. Maybe I'll chance her it next time.